And again, through this point in the swing, what I call the first two phases, load and attack, um, really the body has remained or should remain relatively unchanged. Again, as you look at the both of you there, the front side, is in the same position it was when you started. Everything's still squared off. There's been no change. The only area in the top hand is still in the same place and position, meaning slightly behind the shoulder, palm facing the pitcher. So the only areas where we've really seen any significant changes in the back leg, loading and driving sideways, and that back elbow working up into the ball. So through this phase, we've remained unchanged. If you're going to point to anything on the front side, it would be the slight tilting at the front hip. So again, you're in an outstanding position. You couldn't be any better right there. You really couldn't. Now to finish it up, as you get here, you start to see your left arm, and this was on all swings, wasn't just on this one. Your lead arm really kind of getting away from you there, away from the body. Whereas when you look at the best hitters, unless they're really late on an inside pitch, that lead arm is going to hug the chest. It's not going to get away from them. And the reason is, for bat speed purposes, it allows us to create more whip effect, and for plate management, it helps us keep the hands back, just a little bit longer, so we have less commitment. So it's, again, keeping that lead arm closer to us is a bat speed issue and a plate management issue. So, the only thing I would say is, put the back arm in a little more control here. Try not to get to the ball with the left arm. Fire the hands a little deeper, and don't let that lead arm get away from you. Fire the hands. Start firing them from about right here, and don't try to get to the ball with that left arm so much. I'm happy with the way your hands are firing. You're firing your hands in terms of you're making contact, and they're firing over right after contact. So you're getting good whip effect there. You're funneling a lot of energy directly to the bat head. Contact, and then the hands fire, which shows me you've given everything to the bat head. You're not spreading it out all over the body. But the left arm, is getting away from you just a little bit there. Just a little bit of left arm kind of getting out front, and I really think the best way to cure that is not to so much restrict the left arm, but just fire the right arm quicker, deeper in your swing. Quicker is probably a bad word. Deeper meaning, if you look at Adrian, you can see how his hands begin to fire back here, and his they're back behind his front foot here. You can see how nice and deep that is, where his left arm hasn't left. And your hands are a little bit on top of, maybe a little bit out front of the front foot. You can certainly see how much, especially this frame here, how your left arm is away from you and how tight his is. So the best thing I can say is don't try to get to it with the left arm. Just fire your hand deeper. Try to feel your hands fire behind your front foot. All right, Nick, I'm going to let it play through here a few times, but it's just it's an outstanding move of the baseball. It really is for a fifth grader. It really is tremendous. And forget about for any level or any age baseball player, it's an outstanding swing. It really is. It's hard to find any fault with what you're doing here, other than, like I say, you need to fire those hands a little bit deeper. But that's how it's done. And again, you've got good rhythm and fluidity with it. So we've got to find those positions, but that's useless unless we have rhythm with what we're doing and timing, and we really want it to be all one fluid movement.